Hey everybody, welcome again to another episode of Just for Fun Games. My name is Jonathan Rodriguez, otherwise known as Azzy, and with me as always is my friend Nicholas Murga, otherwise known as Roy. And we are here for the series finale of WandaVision. And oh, what a bittersweet episode it is. Getting right into it, man. Oh. And it's funny, when we were talking in the last episode, I now know a lot more about White Vision. What struck me about this episode is that it remained consistent. Like, everybody was waiting for this big, like, out of left field thing. And there's some people that might even get upset because a certain thing that we've been waiting for a long time was another what was it? What was that dude's name from Iron Man 3?
What?
The actor playing the Mandarin.
I can't remember his name. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Iron Man 3.
Oh.
We're here to talk about WandaVision.
No, but I'm talking about Ralph.
Oh, Ralph
Like, there's
Boner?
gonna be people that are upset that Ralph wasn't a... Yeah.
Man,
There are gonna
look,
be people that are upset about that not being a bigger reveal.
see, that joke right there just fell flat. Because at this point, you didn't even have to do that stupid ass name. You could have just had, like, this is my, like when he was talking, oh, this is my man cave. And she's looking at the portfolio and pretty much a picture of himself like he's an actor. It would have been better joke if they would have said, this is Evan Parker, the actual actor who played Quicksilver in the X-Men movies. I felt like that would have been better
Maybe.
than fucking Ralph Boner. Whack.
Well, I think what's going on is that people have it's the curse of knowing too much. We know that Wanda is going to play some role in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. It literally has multiverse in the name, so everyone is ready to jump at any notion that the multiverse exists, like, in actuality, as opposed to the lie that Mysterio told Peter in his movie. So everyone was waiting for it. Like, I mean, I was that person. I was looking for Mephisto every which way, looking for connections to, like, the original X-Men movies with Evan Peters and such. Although we still don't know who the is it Ralph Boner? That's the
He's just a random. He's just a random dude that was living in somebody's attic. That's all he was.
Oh, so we still don't know who the guy that oh my god, I forgot his name. Agent
Harfield, something.
No. Joe or Jim. Shit.
Jim Woo?
You're gonna have to cut this. Yes. Agent Woo was looking for a witness that was in witness protection. Was that Ralph Boner? Because she found a portfolio of his.
I don't know. At this point,
the dossier.
At this point, who cares? Who cares? Because I'm be honest with you. When I first watched this episode, I was like, it was good, but it didn't stick the landing like how I wanted it. Like, you hit it on the head when you were talking about expectations. Like, there wasn't, like, no big reveal. Like, there was no other characters from another MCU movie. This was just pretty much grounded to what you already saw. Wanda, Vision, Agatha, and Monica. That's it. That's the only heroes you're going to see in this series. So, them not showing anything at the end, we'll get to the, post-credits and stuff. Because
just like Westview, it's self-contained that way, though.
Yeah.
So there's a benefit to that, though.
Because I'm glad this motherfucker's over now, so I can finally say this. You know how hard it's been making these videos and not coming across that stupid leak of supposedly Magneto being in this show. I don't know if you typed in YouTube WandaVision. Yo, I was like, please no, please don't. And I'm like, and I watched
I
this episode. I'm like, thank
heard
God.
something. Yeah, no. But it's in that same way that the MCU takes their time. They're not just going to immediately throw out the multiverse at us. That's something that's this is everything. Everything that's done well in the MCU is done incrementally.
Mm-hmm.
And uh, what we had here is like, while granted it was only like an episode old, we got the beginnings of the confrontation between Agatha and Wanda, and we got to see that Wanda's powers aren't unique. It's so unique that they couldn't be absorbed by Agatha, like we saw her doing in the previous episode. And like I was trying to allude the last time we were talking about it, but I actually never, going back and watching the video, I didn't actually say that point. It seemed like the possible motivation of Agatha was to drain or take the power from Wanda, which totally explains that creepy claymation yo magic commercial.
No, so I can't remember.
It would make Agatha the shark anyway. But I mean, literally, like it was talking about eating the yogurt or eating the magic, and the one kid who couldn't was wasting away. And when the Vision first showed up, when White Vision first showed up, I felt squeezed. I felt squeezed when he was doing that because you could hear it sounded like he was fracturing her freaking skull.
I was like, oh shit,
Like,
Marvel,
you were powerful.
Yeah, Marvel's about to go R-rated, about to crush this girl. Game of Thrones, crush this dude's skull.
It is a credit to the makeup artists that, despite the fact that they are effectively the same person, apart from like a upside down triangle-esque shit on his forehead, that White Vision just looked different. I couldn't put my I couldn't place it. I'm not talking about his eyes. I'm not talking about the fact that he's white, but even just looking at his facial features, he seems starkly different. And I could say it now since now I know better, but from the comics, White Vision was effectively, when the Vision got taken apart and put back together, was taken apart by some nefarious forces, and when he got put back together again, his personality was actually based on a different hero called Wonder Man. And when it came time to try and repair the Vision, Wonder Man, who was actually in love with Wanda, which is where the Vision probably got his infatuation with her, refused to allow them to use his brainwaves in order to help reboot the Vision. So when Vision came back, he came back as White Vision. And while, yes, the Vision was back, he lacked the connection and the attraction to Wanda. And in the same way, this White Vision gets all of his memories back and flies off, but is he still in love with Wanda? Probably not. So we get Vision back, but we don't get Vision back. And I thought that was great. Like the whole fight, one guy described it as Superman, but they can phase through each other. Yeah. That was a good fight. Like they did some creative stuff with that.
Now, like I know we're like jumping to like our favorite parts of the show, but
it's hard not to.
I know we hadn't even done a full breakdown of. I can't even remember how it fucking thing started. I say it was basically left off with the last episode. They were out in the street, and
oh yeah,
they were duking it out, and it was weird because it was weirdly paced up until the end. Because there was that one scene where, like, you had the kids. I think it was like the main plaza of the town. You had the kids in Vision, and Wanda was letting all the residents out. At that point, you're about to close the whole hex down. Why didn't you just close it right there? You just had to have this one last moment with your family,
Oh no, well, no, she wasn't trying to close the hex at that point in time. She was just trying to let the people out.
But them dumbasses still stayed.
Agatha had weaponized. Agatha had weaponized people and effectively thrown them in her face. It's like you think you're the hero in this situation, but you still have all these people that are trapped in here. And shit, even the mom from that '70s show is like, if you're not gonna let us go, then can you just let us die? Jesus Christ! Oh, it's like when you let us dream, we dream of your nightmares. It's like, fuck, man. I like it. It definitely it messed with your perception of it. Like you're still rooting for Wanda, but it's like, yeah, she's done some fucked up things. Khaleesi set some people on fire.
I mean, I don't know.
Uh,
But
I
yeah,
don't really feel like I don't feel like it was oddly paced. I feel like what we got were a just like how in Doctor Strange we had fights that weren't traditional as to what we would expect from an MCU movie. In this, we also got the same. Wanda couldn't just muscle her way through a fight with Agatha because Agatha could just absorb her power. So again, she has to try and be clever about it. So it's like, oh, so you absorb my energy blast? Okay, well, absorb a car. And did you not catch the Wizard of Oz reference immediately after
oh yeah.
with her shoes underneath the car, the Wicked Witch?
What the hell is this dumbass shit? I mean, it's hard. Like I liked it. I liked this episode. It's just it wasn't as like big as you would expect a finale for this show, this caliber of a show. Like we had like if I were to rate the episodes, I liked episode 5, the last one. Like this one is maybe like top 5 out of all these episodes. But
I think
go ahead.
I don't know. Go finish your thought.
But it just left me wanting more, but knowing I'm gonna have to wait until possibly Captain Marvel 2 or Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I don't want to wait because fucking COVID fucking shit up.
if that well, I mean, no, but think of it this way: what we're gonna get soon, is a palate cleanser with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show,
and
and that's gonna roll right into Loki, and Loki is gonna deal with the Time Variance Authority, who monitor Nexus beings like Wanda. So at that point, we might get it touched on. If you look at Marvel's schedule for this year, it's actually pretty well paced. Where we're gonna get consistent content throughout the year. And if your major problem is that you just wanted more, that's because Kevin Feige lied to us.
Yeah, liar. You
Where's my
lie.
10th episode, Feige?
He ain't promised no 10th episode. That was that shit you
He
watched
said the
on.
last 3 episodes are going to be an hour long.
No, you fucked up because you showed me that TikTok about a supposedly 10th episode. But anyway, not here to talk about TikTok or their theory. That's pretty much what I believe most people are upset about. That we were doing this since like day one, talk about WandaVision, having these fan theories of what's going on, and not a single one of them is right. Not a single one.
It's funny. It's like, no, it's funny actually. I was listening to a podcast while I was driving today, and they were commenting about how the director, one of the directors for WandaVision, was saying that he thinks that a lot of people are going to be disappointed because a lot of the fan theories are wrong. And
I mean, he
I
ain't
think
he's not wrong.
that's the point though. Like with the MCU having like the clout that it's carrying now, everyone is looking for something massive and huge. But the show is very self-contained, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. To your point though, that it doesn't feel like this is that you don't think it sticks the landing. I don't think if it was just about that first part and the battles and such, then I don't think that would be a worthy ending to the show. But this has been a show about Wanda trying to deal with her grief and to move on. It's about the grieving process. Like, I'm wondering if we go back and watch the episodes, if perhaps we can actually attach an episode to each of the different stages of grief. Maybe. It's worth a look. But so it's after the battle when she has to come to terms with letting her family go and finally collapsing the hex. That those emotional moments, that last few, moments with Vision, where we find out that he is the remnants of the Mind Stone that was within her, like I fucking said.
Oh yeah, and
That was
you were right. Also right about the Darkhold book. That's pretty much what it was.
yep,
Agatha said it. So you know
yep. Uh,
what new shit that can
they
possibly
like
be happening now after that.
we'll get there in a second,
Yeah,
but
I know. But I say that was like the only cool part. Is the last scene of the show. I was like, ooh, something's going on.
of which did you jumping ahead real quick to the mid credit scene? Did you call that chick that called Monica away was a scroll?
Nah, no,
I was like,
cause look, no, no,
they're too much. They're putting too much focus. They had her in the back. They had her like fuzzy in the background, and when Monica went to the theater and she couldn't find nobody, he's like, "You a scroll, aren't you?"
nah, I wasn't expecting that. I thought, damn, like when they pulled her back, I thought either Nick Fury was gonna show up or Captain Marvel, and I would have fucking went ballistic if Captain Marvel
It did
showed
seem
up.
like one of those. But it did seem like one of those moments where like Nick Fury would just like turn around and say, "I want to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative."
Like, didn't you start that like
From like the
15 years
first
ago?
feels like 20 at this point. But oh, and very short tangent. Come on now. Monica displaying more of her powers again, absorbing the kinetic energy from the bullets. That was still cool.
Yeah,
Because of course she's not going to suddenly start shooting off lasers and shit. She still hasn't even figured out how her shit works.
yeah. I mean, it was cool, but I feel like it was a way like yeah, you have to introduce this new character, but I didn't feel like they really utilized her. But I mean, still that okay. So what like throughout this like the whole winch before she went into Hex and she's doing all the detective shit. That was cool. Then she goes in Hex and she's pretty much somewhat under Wanda's spell or whatever, and then comes back out. Those parts were cool, but you never really got the like of her. Like I understand that she doesn't know the full range of her powers, but at least give me something more than that. I want more, damn it.
Well, this isn't. But this isn't the Monica Rambeau show though. Like she's meant to be the piggyback that we can then take on, because like now it makes me think that she is going to be the center of the Secret Invasion show, movie, whichever we're getting.
I don't remember.
And that's actually like the biggest like
Huh.
I'm really curious how that's going to go, because in the comics the Secret Invasion is that the scroll this is because in the comics the scrolls are typically bad guys. Secret Invasion is about the scrolls replacing and periodically replacing heroes, and then it's kind of just like revealed that all these like heroes that you expect are scrolls in disguise. So what is Secret Invasion going to be about now, other than perhaps just like a story about the scrolls that are on Earth, like pretending to be Nick Fury and Maria Hill and such. I don't know. But all right, we dallied long enough, and I'm sure you want to get to it. Yeah, on that end credit scene when it's panning over that lake, I made a joke about. I was like, I bet you the Phoenix is under that lake.
You dick.
Oh, but so it pans out on a secluded home with Wanda sitting on the stairs as she steps up and then goes back inside to get her kettle of water and, for her tea or what have you. But then the camera continues panning towards the back room, and she is somehow maintaining her corporeal form and it actively doing shit while astral projecting herself and stealing a move from Doctor Strange while she's studying the Darkhold. and you can see like what look like worlds. Like she's scanning the multiverse, and she can hear the cries. She can still hear the cries of her kids, which effectively, which leads me to believe that she's searching for wherever their souls went after the hex collapsed.
Mm, I got a different interpretation off of that. Well, because near the end, Agatha was like, "You don't know what you've done," all this other mess, and then going to that last scene where she, pretty much, I felt like it was a pretty much out of body experience. Like you had Wanda pretty much getting the kettle and all that mess, and then you had the actual Scarlet Witch from the Mind Stone as a separate entity reading the Darkhold. Like that's not part of Wanda. That's a whole nother thing. And when you hear the kids, she and her react. I don't think she's looking for them. She just brushed them off. Like, yo, I don't want to hear this shit.
I don't know. I don't know. She told Monica that she intends to learn about herself, about her power.
I don't know. I
She said,
mean,
I don't understand this power,
You could be
but I
right.
will. And like she obviously like just how like she defeated Agatha by listening to the unintentional lessons that she was giving, and Agatha makes sure they make sure to point out Agatha pulls down the dark hole. It's like, there's a whole chapter about you. Page 7.
But going to that fight, why the hell? I don't know if you caught onto it. I did because I thought it was gonna be another end game moment. So when Agatha's over there like doing that shit, I swear to God, I saw the Thanos moment again when he was like, "I'm inevitable," and Scarlet Witch is over there like, "And I'm the Scarlet Witch," and like it was cool. I thought that was clever.
Oh, well, I knew that she must have been doing something because she was hitting the walls of the hex intentionally. I picked up on that. But I like that she turned that on her. So like, oh yeah, you can have all this power, like you can believe you won, but you can't use shit.
Right.
Like in a given space, the thing that scared me though, was that they're going to kill Agatha. It's like and that has been a consistent complaint about the Marvel Cinematic Universe is that they kill off their villains too soon. I was like, please don't kill her. Please don't kill her. Thank God.
No, she got to be turned back into the nosy neighbor. And God, I hated that dialogue at the end. It was so damn corny. It's like
but it was supposed to be.
I'm like,
yeah, it was supposed to be corny.
Oh, it's horrible.
But
horrible.
But and the outfit though, when she finally took all the power back for herself.
Oh, hold on.
That outfit.
Hold on. You continue talking. I'm gonna try to pull it up for our viewers.
Oh yeah, dude. And what's funny is that like I watched an interview of shit. What's her name? Elizabeth Olsen. Is Elizabeth Olsen? Yeah. I watched an interview with her, and she was actually kind of complaining because all the other female heroes got to have more like of a conservative costume, and she felt like her outfit just like had all the cleavage. And I was like, there you go, and it looks so good.
Look,
I love like the tiara.
I still like her outfit in Age of Ultron. She looked hot in that. I mean, it wasn't like an official costume. It was more like punk.
No, of course not. No, yeah, of course, but
yeah, that's the one. I still want to use this thumbnail as our video. Hold on. Okay, let's go ahead. It's just so goddamn wow.
Gorgeous. It was so freaking good. And Billy and Tommy got to do stuff. Yeah. They got to be active.
So
They're
yeah,
definitely going to come back in one form or another because we're gonna they're building towards the Young Avengers. So
now I don't have the full costume image up. I gotta still do some digging, but I got the one where she pretty much got her powers back from Agatha, and she's about to do her magic mumbo jumbo.
oh, and the callback because when she was messing with the Avengers and she did that like horror movie like
Oh yeah,
fast walk and then the callback busting it out on Agatha. Of course, that like how well that worked. But still,
oh god damn. I'm sorry, everybody.
I was extremely.
I'm yawning too much every time.
It's late.
Yeah. What are you about to say? We're recording this at like 12 o'clock. So actually, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. We got the full outfit right there.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Hold on.
If I had to score this episode, I would give it a 9.
Go 8. I I I was gonna do a whole bunch
Okay.
of like episode like ranking episodes, but I don't feel like doing it now. So, but like I like episode 5. I like episode 8. I would probably put this
They
like
even gave Darcy a moment.
yeah the one
Have fun going to jail.
the one moment. God, you're killing me with these one moment things. I need more. Give it to me.
It's not it's about the callbacks that matter. Like uh when Jimmy uh removed the handcuffs and said flourish.
Oh, I like Jim Woo's shit. Yeah, when
Flourish.
no, not that part. Is when he was trying to bluff with Hayward,
Yeah.
and he got that phone, and I'm thinking he's got it already recorded, like he's already called somebody, and they're hearing this whole conversation, and he's like, "Hey, can you send backup within like the hour?"
He's got a promise to keep. Not that it mattered. He misses. They missed their shot to get inside the hex.
I just literally had this damn fucking. Where it go? Oh, it just
I also like we didn't really get too deep into it, but I actually liked how the Vision on Vision fight ended because it was kind of how Vision wanted to handle Ultron from the jump. He tried to communicate to Ultron logically, and being able to effectively manipulate the White Vision's directives, effectively like throwing a wrench in the whole situation. Like, why are you doing this?
I'm sorry. This whole time you're doing it, I threw up the costume of Wanda. Okay.
No, but like like why are you doing this? Is like my directive is to destroy the Vision. It's like, yeah, but I'm not actually the Vision. It's like, go on.
Elaborate.
I need more information. Or it's just like cut to Agatha. I have a theory.
But like at that point, Vision should have been like, just look at the Wikipedia. Like
They cut him off from the internet.
didn't get that 5G speed. I guess I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, as a whole for the series, how would you feel about it?
As a whole for the series, I would still give it a 9. Um, I obviously I can't give it a 10 because the first 2 episodes were kind of slow. They had to build that momentum. It was essentially like the snowball sort of situation. And I know for a fact that it lost people there.
Yeah.
If you didn't have that kind of like nostalgic experience with that kind of old television, if you didn't get the references they were making, you're going to lose people. But it was still a very inventive, very unique experience and so well done.
Yeah.
Told a great story about grief.
Yeah, especially that eighth episode. I really, really did like that one. But
That one was perfect.
for me personally, I'm giving it 8. I'm looking forward to Falcon and the Winter Soldier, even though that's gonna be totally different than what we've seen here with WandaVision. I don't think there's
Oh
gonna
yeah.
be like any magic shit happening from what I've seen in the trailers. It's pretty much all grounded in like soldiers. Like you have like the super soldier with Winter Soldier, and that's about all I've seen. Because like I said, I don't want to.
It looks like a high it looks like a high octane thriller, something like a summer blockbuster, even though it's not going to be coming on this summer. Like think a Fast and the Furious movie just with less bald guys. Anyway, that's going to do it for us, guys. If you liked our video, please hit that like button, comment below what you thought of the episode, hit subscribe if you haven't already, hit that bell notification so you know when we put up a new shit. I'm not even sure if it's down there. I'm pointing though. You get the idea.
Somewhere down here, that button, the thumbs up, the comment, do something.
My name is Azzy. That's been Roy. We'll see you next time. Peace.